Daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the back seat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this morning for the live trade with Paul, where my goal is to show you one of our trading strategies, to show you how well our indicators work, and hopefully start you on your journey to becoming a successful currency trader by using our indicators and getting trained by us. With that, let's get right into it. Today, by the way, is Thursday, November 22nd, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. So let's start by listening to this guy. Oops, there we go. We'll jump over here.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advanced written permission.
One of the reasons we do these live trades is so that you can evaluate for yourself how well the tools work. I've been trading about 4 years, and I find them terrific. In addition to this live session, once you become a member, we have 3 or 4 live sessions a day. Starting at 10 a.m. This tends to be a little scalp trade, using a signal different from what we're going to use today. Then at 6 p.m., this tends to be a long-term trade where they're going for more than 20 pips, 20 or 30 pips. Then again in the evening at 10 p.m. Eastern, they are, it's morning time in Australia, so they are trading Australian pairs. So lots of opportunities to trade. One of the things that distinguishes our program versus others is that we do these live trades. We do personalized one-on-one training. Because once you're trained, we let you trade with company funds. We have an interest in how well you do. So you've got an accountability partner that's working with you to see that you're not going off course. So we are constantly giving feedback and direction to keep you going well. So that's evidenced by on Wednesdays we do a training session, and again on Saturdays, every Saturday, back to the basics, where we do a coaching session and take questions. Again, the goal is to have you be successful, and again, when you're trading with our money, we're not in the habit of giving you money to lose. So we are very confident that we can get you to do this well. I work off of a little checklist that helps keep me focused every day. good habit, restart your green chart so that the memory is clear and it'll perform a little faster. A review of yesterday at the end of each day is good. Last night, my trade setup, if you let it go, it would have got stopped out. I hedged it basically when I saw the signal change. Hedging is when you take the opposite position, and I actually doubled up on it and basically closed everything out at a break even. Those are things we teach you once you get into the training. The signal was kind of a weak down signal, and the lower time frames had started to indicate a turn. I thought there was enough there for it to get the 10 pips out of it. We are technical traders, and what that means is we are trading based on the price action, and our indicator is very good at figuring out the price action. However, news does impact currency, so we want to know what that news is, and where we go to see that news is forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into 3 categories: yellow, which is low impact, red or orange, which is medium impact, and red, which is high impact. We shouldn't have any more reds for the rest of the week because it's a holiday. Well, I guess on Thursday, on Wednesday we do. I would have thought that because of the holiday, they wouldn't have news on the U.S. This week, but they do. So the ones I worry about are the red ones. Tonight, New Zealand is got a bunch of stuff coming out. Any trade that we would take right now would be closed before we got to 8 p.m. And ideally, I want to be out of it by 6 p.m. I'd like to be out of it 2 hours beforehand. So we have clear sailing. Other thing to notice today, bank holiday in Japan. So trading on the yen is going to be a little slow. So unless it's a really fabulous signal, I'm going to probably avoid the yen. I like to trade when there's active markets, and if the yen is closed, it's not good. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we've got. This trade that I'm going to do is something called the 10-point trade signal. I trade off of a 1-hour chart. You can trade this signal off of any of the charts, but I like the 1 hour based on my risk preferences. I like to be 30 minutes into the chart. That's why we start on the half hour. Off of a 1 hour chart, a trade's going to be worth somewhere between 5 and 35 pips. If you haven't noticed yet, I principally trade the euro dollar, and the support and resistance lines are usually between 30 and 40 pips. And I am going to trade within those support and resistance lines. My sweet spot is 10 to 11 pips. That allows me to get in and get out. And I'm looking to get in and get out within 1 to 3 hours. And what I'm trying to do on this signal is get the direction correct. And I want all the lines to line up going in a direction. And then I count them. And I want to get at least 7 of the lines pointing in one direction. And I want all 3 sections of the chart to tell me that the direction is correct. So with that, let's get into it. We are going to trade off of the light 6 major chart. The light 6 major chart is one of the standard charts. I like to call it a composite chart. It's showing us 6 different currency pairs all on a 1 hour candle. I am going to start with the middle section of the chart, which is the majors and minors. Red and green line is the major indicator. Black and gray is the minor indicator. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. So when the lines are up here above the blue line, the market's overbought. When the market's overbought, that is an opportunity to sell. And the specific timing of that opportunity to sell is when the lines are all pointing down. Right now we are overbought. Minors are coming down. They're a little sideways, but kind of pointing down. Majors are still going up. So I don't have agreement. I want all the lines to agree. So if I don't have agreement, I just go on to the next. I don't have to do any more analysis. I can stop right there. Euro USD overbought or just barely overbought. Everybody's starting to come down. Minors are coming down. Majors are pointing down. But the majors, the red line hasn't crossed over the green line. There's three things I want. One, to be overbought. Two, to everybody pointing down. And three, to have both lines to have a double cross, where here you see the black lines crossed over the gray. The red line hasn't quite crossed over the green. I want that double cross. I don't have it here. This is really more sideways. So I don't have 3 points. If I don't have 3 points, I'm going to go on to the next. The other thing I probably don't like here is the slope of the green line. Slope of the green line, it's almost horizontal. I want it to really be greater than 45 degrees. We don't have that. Pound USD. We are just reaching the overbought line with the majors and everybody's going up. So we're going to skip. We can get 10 pips. Can I get 10 pips or the 11 pips I'm looking for when we're overbought and taking a buy? Yes, I can, but it's just not part of my trade plan. I have got a very specific trade plan that I want to get in and get out, minimize the time I'm holding the trade. And if I get 2-3 of those trades a day, I am making good money, and that's all I need to make good money. So I am selective in the trades I take. One of my goals is to avoid losing money. I don't want to get into a bad trade. It's that much harder to have a profitable day when you lose money. And I already started today with a loss. I am back to break even, but so today's kind of a break even day. I want to avoid the losses if I can. U.S. Canadian dollar oversold. Everybody's sideways. U.S. Swiss franc oversold. Minors are going up. Majors are still kind of sideways. We don't have the double cross on the major indicator. U.S. yen oversold. Majors still going down. Minors are sideways. We've got kind of an upside down duckbill here on the major indicator. This usually means there's going to be a little bit more push down. So nothing on this first chart. So I've cloned this chart, and I've got another chart that has 6 different currency pairs. These are principally non-US pairs. So let's go ahead and take a look. Euro pound oversold and coming down. This was a nice signal had we been able to catch it when we were overbought. See how steep these lines are? And it would have been good for It would have been good for 17 pips had we been able to catch this up here. So that's the kind of trade I'm looking for. And you see the lines are clustered. When the lines are clustered, that's a better signal. Australian dollar yen. We're in the middle of the channel. Again, good steepness here. It didn't really kind of make the overbought. I tend to, if they never got to overbought, I tend to avoid them. Although on the Euro USD, if I see something like this, I will then go to the 2 or the 4 hour chart and see what it's showing me there. But on the others, I don't. I like to stay with what I know. Euro Canadian, we're just approaching oversold. Australian, New Zealand dollar, we're in the middle of the channel and we've got conflict here. Majors are going up, minors are going down, so nothing there. Pound yen. We kind of wanted to stay away from the yen today because of the bank holiday. We are oversold. Everybody's going up. And we do have the double cross where the green is crossed over and the gray is crossed over. What I don't like here, though, is we've got this kink in the green line where we're going from more steep to less steep. So that kink in the line bothers me. And it's almost horizontal. In fact, it is horizontal now. So I would stay away from this. But even if we went up to here, the 2 orange lines are supporting it. They're both going up. They're telling me buy. Dotted blue coming down. The blue lines are inverted. So when blue comes down, that means buy. So 3 of the 4 are telling me buy. Then when I jump down to the pressure, I want these lines either going up, supporting the buy, or the green line on top. And we have neither here. So I do not have a point off the pressure. I want points from all 3 different sections because each section, when I have points across all 3, that gives me the highest probability that the trade is going to move in the direction that I want. And that's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in the direction of the move. If I can get that right, I can make some pips off of it. But I already told you, hey, I didn't like it because of the kink, and that was supported here by the pressure. These lines will probably cross in the next hour, but it's not ready yet. And again, I try not to anticipate what the lines are going to do. I wait till the lines do it. Euro, Australian dollar, oversold, major still going down. A little bit of a duck bill here. Minors going sideways. So nothing there. So again, I've cloned the charts, another set. So we've got another 6 pairs to look at. Euro or Canadian dollar, yen. We've got a mixed signal here as we're touching the oversold line. We're going to stay away from the yen today. Euro, New Zealand, again, a mixed signal. Minors, majors starting to go up, minors going down. Pound New Zealand dollar. Pound New Zealand dollar, oversold. Everybody's going up. And we have the double cross. So 3 points here. Good steepness on the green line. Lines are a bit clustered. They could be a little tighter, but this is nice. So this is a good setup. 2 orange lines going up. 2 blue lines coming down. So all 4 are telling me buy. And I've got down pressure with the green on top. Down pressure with the green on top. So we have the setup here. So pound, New Zealand dollar, buy. And now when I see the setup, what I want to do is I want to confirm the setup. And I'm going to confirm the setup by looking at the 2 and the 4 hour chart to see if they're telling me, in this case, are we oversold on the 2 and the 4 hour? So let's go take a look. All right, so this is what we were just looking at. The 2 hour is oversold and actually starting to turn up. The 4 hour isn't. The 4 hour isn't. It's just touching. The lines aren't on the other side of the red line. I prefer to have everybody, the minors have started the turn, but the majors haven't. Majors are still telling me there's more down in this move. If these lines were down here, even though they're pointing down, it would be okay. But since they're still in the channel, it's not acceptable. I don't have the confirmation that I want. I want everybody down here because if this weakens on the 1 hour, I'll pick the trade up still off of the 2 or the 4 hour. It'll just take longer for the trade for these lines to turn and start going up. But I will get the trade. But right now, this is telling me there's more down in it. I don't need them to be going up, but I do want them on the other side of the red line. I want them down here somewhere. So I don't have that. So we're going to pass on. We're going to pass on that pound New Zealand trade. New Zealand yen. We're in the middle of the channel, so we're going to pass. New Zealand USD. Overbought. Majors coming down, minors coming down. There's good. So I got 3 points here. I got the double cross, the reds on top, the blacks on top. 2 orange lines going down up here. Dotted blue going up. So 3 of the 4 are telling me sell. I've got up pressure with red on top. Up pressure with red on top. So I have 7 points here. 1 point here, 3 points here, and 3 points here. The steepness of the minor lines isn't great. That's okay. I care more about the steepness of the green line here, and this has got good steepness to it. So let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar, NZD, USD. And we're going to see for the confirmation. I want to see that both are overbought. So we will change this. NZD USD. All right, so the 2 hour, so this is what we were just looking at. 2 hours overbought, and it's coming down, so that's a little bit of a plus. And the 4 hour is overbought. See, all the lines are above the blue line, and they started to turn, but they're not going down yet. The minors are starting to come down. Majors are sideways. The green line is sloped down. So I like this. So we've got the confirmation of the sell. So now we need to figure out, once we have the confirmation of the sell, we want to figure out what the trade is worth. So to figure out what the trade is worth, I am going to look at the support and resistance and what the trend is. So let us save this. And let's open up a clean chart. And support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. NZD, USD. To figure out the support and resistance, I'm going to pull a chart together. And start drawing lines, horizontal lines, at where it seems that the candles seem to naturally stop. So it seems to stop in here, stop in here, stop in here a little bit, over here, over here. And the reason I want to know these lines is I am going to trade between them. I'm not going to trade through those lines. And on the Euro USD, these lines tend to be about 40 pips apart. Excuse me. So it's stopping in here, stopped in here, stopped in here, over here, over here. And let's pick one more below and one above. So right here, over here, and a little bit over here, and touching up here, touching up here, touching over here, over here. So now I'm going to open it back up, and we are trading into an uptrend. It seems like it might have stopped, like it might have peaked out here and starting to go sideways, but right now this looks like an uptrend to me. And we are looking to take a sell. So when we take a sell in an uptrend, I am going to take less pips. Oops. What happened here? I am going to take less pips than I am if I am taking a buy into an uptrend. So here we go. And let's see how much room we have. So we have got 35 pips down. And 12 up, 35 pips down and 12 up. And to this spot over here, to this candle, we've got about 13 pips. 13 pips USD, New Zealand USD. All right, let's save this. And I want to go back and look at the signal again. Oh, were we just about losing? This is this is very close on the 1 hour. It's very close to uncrossing. That's my hesitancy here. Very close to uncrossing. In fact, it has uncrossed as we're looking at it. Because of that, I'm going to pass. I am going to pass. The 30-minute. So I do look at, like, the 30-minute is telling me down, but as we've been kind of taking a look at it, the signal has gone away. So with that, I am going to pass. So again, let's keep going and see what else we have. We've got 2 minutes left, or a minute left. Oversold going down. Let's see if we've got anything on this next chart. AUD Canadian. I'm going to go fast here. Yes, we've got everything here. We got 3 of the 4 here. We don't have the pressure. Middle of the channel. Oversold going down. Yes. Pound AUD. 3 out of 4 here, but we don't have the pressure, although the green line is horizontal, almost going up, but red is on top. Disagreement. I'm going to look real quick and see if we have, I'm going to look at it for a different signal and see if we have it. I'm looking for this to be 0 or 10. We don't have it on that thick orange line number. Let's take a look here real quick. We've got 20 seconds. This trade is good right at the top of the hour. 10, yes, I don't have the support here. I know I'm going a little fast. I'll explain it to you afterwards. Nothing here, 0 or 10. And then here, nothing. Nothing. All right, gang. We got shut out again this morning. I am sorry about that. Hopefully you learned something about a trade that I find to be very effective. It's my principal trade. But the two key pieces of doing well are, one, being able to read the indicator, finding a signal that kind of fits with how you like to trade. And whether you're a scalper or a swing trader or a long-term trader, the signals, we have a signal that will accommodate each trade. And the second piece is having the emotional discipline to, one, trade the kind of the right lot size, trade with proper risk management, and then kind of the strength to decide that a trade isn't worth getting into. And I learned the hard way. It's much easier to not take a trade that will end up losing you money. So and all I need is a couple trades a day. So if I can find those couple trades a day, I am good. And it usually doesn't take me more than a couple hours a day to do that. So thank you for joining me this morning. I'm always honored when we have a big crew here. Let me just take a look at the notes. So tonight I will be sending out an overnight trade, but for the rest of the week, I will not. And we will not be doing this Thursday morning, but let's see what we've got for comments. Let's see. All right, nothing. If you have questions, you can reach out directly to me. I am very accessible and reachable. If you go to forexsmarttrade.com, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, you can schedule time with me. Someone is asking about how much the course is. The course, our training programs range from $9,000 to $25,000. I know that sounds expensive, but they are a terrific value when you take a look at if you do 10 pips a day, what that translates into, how quickly you can recover your investment. And I'm happy to go over those numbers. But the first step is you've got to be convinced that it works for you, and see that you can do 10 to 15 pips a day with it. Okay, gang, thanks so much. If we don't talk, have a terrific Thanksgiving. Lots of turkey, and actually, I like the turkey sandwiches the day after the best. Okay, see you next week. Bye-bye.